say anything, I cannot hear anything because I do not have my earphones in. So if this sounds like shit, I'm not gonna know. So I do apologize. So basically, if you saw my last video, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I didn't check it after I filmed it. I just posted it, which was a mistake on my part. But it's been a hellish month for me. Not October. October hasn't been the hellish month because it's barely started yet for me. But basically, my gran was in hospital. I had to get help. She was on the floor. Things were crazy. Anyway, she was in the hospital. She's out now. I was taking care of her. She's getting an operation soon, but she's okay for the most part at the moment. Let me move that out the way. So I'm gonna try and film, and hopefully it works well because I think I might have said this before. Sometimes the I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't export properly. But I'll do my best. Also, by the way, sorry, I'm not wearing makeup. I might look like shit. I feel like shit. But it is what it is. But I have things behind me. What the hell was that? Okay. Anyway. I have things behind me that I'm gonna tap on and just talk about, and we can just have a discussion. You can hear me yap away. My necklace is annoying me. Anyway, what am I gonna start on? I don't know. I'm gonna start with a book, because I've been reading this recently. Because to anyone that doesn't know, I do yoga. It's like oh goodness me, it's like my main exercise at the moment because I'm very, there's not much I can do, but I do a lot of yoga. And I'm one of these people where, I always meditate, daily. I might do a room tour at some point, but I have the 5 principles of Reiki on my wall, and I follow it and stuff like that. So I'm like one of these people, but I've been reading this recently. This is not the only book that I own that is to do with this, because I own multiple. But anyway, I've been reading this, and it's by, I don't know if you can see that well, but it's by John Scott. John Scott's basically like an OG, right? And I've been reading it, and it's been actually a really good read. So, yeah, it's basically just, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm sure you can establish basically what, Actually, looking at that, if you guys want to know what my current favorite yoga pose is, I like Warrior 1 is good, but I like Warrior 2. I find it fun. I don't know, it's enjoyable for me. I like yoga. Yoga's good. It's very good for the mind. I've been slacking as of recent, obviously, because I've had shit going on, but I'm hoping that I can get back into it maybe tomorrow, because I'm gonna try and do more self-care, because like I say, I've been a bit of a mess, and it's fun. It's very fun. Yeah, I mentally could be better, but it's been stressful, so it's warranted, I suppose. But yeah, I've been reading that, and it's been fairly good. So, if maybe even if you're getting into yoga, or if you want to study yoga, I would would say this is very good. To my knowledge, this is like partial. What is the word? Like basically, if you want to be a yoga teacher, this is like one of the main ones that you should likely read. So yes, I would recommend it. Anyway, next thing. Let me put this like this, so maybe you can briefly see it. I will talk about that in a minute. Actually, no, I'm going to talk about it now. So, if anyone doesn't know, if it wasn't clear from the accent, I am Scottish. And there is, I don't know if anyone's heard of, like, well, I feel really weird talking about things like this, which is why I'm weird about it at the moment. But anyway, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of a peace pole. But this is a peace pole, and I bought this from, the Allington Peace Sanctuary. You can get the big ones, but they're like 8 foot, and I was like, where the hell am I gonna put that? So I got the desktop one, which is in English. What is that? I can't see that. To my knowledge, I think that's Italian. It's weird trying to see it on camera. French, and then Japanese. I only speak French, and it's quite bad, so don't ask me to do anything in French. Yeah, because they had different types. They come with every kind of language. You just choose what you want, but I chose this one. Jesus, sorry. And they're lovely people, by the way, so if you're like hanging around like the Allington or Dumfries area, you should go visit, because they do stuff all the time. I haven't been to any yet because I am nervous. I really want to. I would love to. But this is the most I could do right now. I also bought a bag from them, which I'll put like here if I can, or like somewhere. And it's like my go-to. I love it. But they're lovely people. So I've bought this recently, and it sits over, I know you can't see that well, but it sits over there, on my bedside table. And I love it. It's like my little baby. And basically, I can only show one thing at the moment, because they gave me so many things. I bought my peace pole, and they gave me so many things as a gift. So for one, I'm not going to show all of them, I'm only going to show one thing, but it came with like a good like over 10 things, and I was like, what the hell, like, but anyway, they're lovely. But I did see it and I was like, oh god, okay. One of the things they said, because basically, a lot of the owners, not owners, but the people that are there are Japanese, so they gave me a lot of origami, and this is one that they gave me. I haven't unwrapped it, but there's some that I have, because, you know, some of them are bookmarks and stuff. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but it also has the slogan there of "May peace prevail on earth," and I thought this is the cutest. Because I have some stuff hanging up over there in my room, like over there. I know you can't see, but I'm saying that it's over there just in case you care. And it has the cutest thing, and it's wrapped so well. They also gave me a note that said thank you, but it has my name on it, and it's my legal name, because I'm still yet to change my name. No one's gonna care, but I go as Rena, but that is not my real name, but it's my preferred name. So, and I do not like my real name, and I refuse to be called by it, but because it's still my legal name, I will buy stuff in that name, just so there's no confusion. this isn't like sponsored, but you can donate if you want. Like, that'd be cool. But I hope one of these days I can go to like one of the things that they're putting on or something, like events. But I'm really socially anxious, and I know they would be lovely and welcoming, but me being me, I'm like, what if I go and they're like, you're not from here? Like, I don't know if you guys have any of you guys have seen, I don't know if you know Lemmy. There's a Scottish comedian called Lemmy, and I'm sure there's gonna be people out there that will know him. But he's like one of my favourite Scottish comedians, and he did this sketch where he went to Yoker, which is a place in Glasgow. I mean, technically it's Glasgow. I don't know what you would... Yoker to me is just like a place of its own. Like, I don't want to say it's a part of Scotland. It's just like a pure mad fabled land, like he says. But there's this sketch he did where he went to Yoker. He played his character and he went to Yoker for the sketch. And this is my autistic explaining, I do apologise. And basically, he's not from Yoker, he's on the bus and he's panicking, going, oh, these people are gonna say, yeah, that cunt's not naif for Yoker. I think that's what he said. Like, that cunt's naif for Yoker. I think that's gonna get me demonetised. It doesn't matter anyways, I don't get monetised, but what if later on I'm granted monetisation by the YouTube gods and they say, she said cunt. So, you know what I mean? But, like, I worry that would be me going to Allenton, because I'm not from that area. That would be my worry of them going, yeah, she's naif, that cunt's naif from here, what the fuck's she doing here? Like, sorry guys, and I know they're not gonna care, but I worry about stuff like that for no reason. But anyway, so I don't know. I do think I'd be welcome, but you know, what can you do? Anyway, yes, there's that. These two things. So, where's the English? Just so it doesn't confuse people. Very cute. Love it. So I'm very happy. Very good purchase. I love it. Anyway. Yes. Next thing. Actually, do you know what? The next thing. I don't know why I'm pointing with it. The next thing. The next thing kind of goes hand in hand briefly because, to my knowledge, she or they have a connection. Give me a minute and I'll retrieve the item. So I have this, which is something I use for my skincare. I think this was in my last video, but I think I'm actually gonna private that video because I didn't like it. I'm actually gonna adjust how I'm sitting as well because, you know, I'm uncomfortable, so here comes another jump cut. Oh my god, you cannot tell I've adjusted myself. Sorry. I don't know why I bothered. Anyway, yes, I have this, which is a part of my skincare routine. And I only use the same company or same business because they're a Scotland-based business. And this is not sponsored, by the way. I would love that. I would love to be sponsored by them, but I don't see that like ever happening. It'd be great though. So, by the way, like, so basically, if Rosa, Claire, I don't know if Hannah's still there, but like, if you guys see this, please feel free to sponsor me because I would take it. But anyway, I only use majo medicine on my skin. I mean, I don't use their moisturizer, because I just haven't had the chance to get it yet. But I'm like thinking about it. Well, I mean, it's technically, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna go on about it because I've got a habit of that. But anyway, this is the Holy Elixir, which is, it says, I'm gonna try and say this the best I can because sometimes I speak, if it wasn't clear, sometimes I speak and my mouth has the tendency to just bounce around in my mouth and not make noises. So I'll do my best, but it's a balancing facial oil. Yippee. Good job, me. I actually bought a refill of this the other day, because you can get refills, because basically, again, not sponsored, but it's cruelty free, it's vegan, all that shit. You get like refills, etc. And I'll tap on that in a minute, and I'll talk about it quickly, and then I'll tap on it. But I only use two sisters, Claire Ujima and Rosa Ujima, and they're so, listen, I love them, they are so kind, trust me. And I haven't spoken to Rosa, but I've spoken to Claire, and I know for a fact Rosa is going to be equally as lovely. Like, I know, I just know it, you know, when you just have that feeling. I get good vibes. But I had the luxury of seeing Claire perform with Pet Shop Boys in June, and I'm hoping I can see her again at some point. Whether or not she goes on tour with like K Tempest again or something like that, because I do still want to see K Tempest, because I am a fan of K, and you know, I really want to see Claire again, so I think that'd be nice. But to my knowledge at the moment, Hinako Amori is on tour with K, and I would love to see her as well. Like, I really like her, but I don't have the time at the moment to go see either of them, which sucks, but maybe one day. But basically, yes, I had the luxury of seeing Claire perform because she's a musician. I saw her sing with Pet Shop Boys, and let me tell you, she is so good live. I love her. She's just great, right? But anyway, this is her company that she does with her sister, and it works so well for me. Like, my skin was so dry, it felt like shit. I'm not joking. Like, I did my best to have a skincare routine, right? I did have one, but it wouldn't work that well for me, so I just like gave up. And I decided, I saw that Claire had her own skincare brand, and I thought, they're Scotland based, they're vegan, I'll try it. You know, it was a little bit out of my price range for what I needed, but I thought I'll save up and then I'll buy it and I'll just see how it goes. I am obsessed. Like, it is the only thing that's actually worked for my skin. Like, my skin doesn't feel dead. You know what I mean? Like, I know I look like shit at the moment, but it's because it's been a rough couple of weeks. Like, I feel like shit. But it's okay. But I have this, and I also use the cleansing oil that they have, and the mochiata. I think it's like extra hydration, advanced hydration. So I use that, and then I finish off with this at the end, which smells so good, by the way. It's like a natural smell. I don't know how best to explain it, but it doesn't smell like shit, so that's good. But you can get refills online, which, I mean, come on, like, that's everything to me. But I love them, I do. So if you're looking for good vegan skincare, that's, again, it's not sponsored, but if they ever contacted me and said, hey girl, do you wanna maybe have a sponsor from us, I'd be like, yes. I'm trying not to hit the mic, but it's really close to me at the moment. But no, I love it. I really do. And by the way, if anyone cares, Claire, like I said, is a musician, and she also has her own, like, meditation music. I actually listen to her music to sleep. And I listen to it when I meditate as well. So, a lot of the time, I mean, I'll put my, like, I have stats for, like, Stats FM, which I'll link in the description if anyone gives a shit. Like, if you want to add me on it, that's cool. Actually, no, it's not. It's my earbuds. But I'll link all of them anyways, if anyone cares, because my Tumblr might be down there, still. You can follow me on Tumblr if you want. I just post shit. And when I say shit, I mean Pet Shop Boys, but anyway. She always comes up at the end of the week. because I always listen to her. Like, I have to listen to her when I go to sleep. It's like imperative that I do it. So I do that. So if anyone wants to listen to it, I would highly recommend her music because she is very talented. And like I say, she does music with Hina Kwamori, who I also really like, who has an album out actually called Stillness, Softness. And I love it. It's very good. They're very talented and I like them very much. And I am waiting for the day that Claire releases more music or I can see her perform again because she doesn't do her own tours. Like, that's not the thing that she does. She tours with other people. And it's like, girl, I really... Like, if there was ever a day where she said, like, hey, I'm doing a world tour, you know, if you guys want to come along, I'd be like, up front row, please. Like, I would, like, 100%, like, within a heartbeat. Claire's very nice. I love Claire. Anyway, let me go on to the last thing, because I know this is going on a bit. So, give me a minute. So, if anyone doesn't know, I really like Pet Shop Boys. Yeah, I think it was quite apparent from one of the from the final video I did, and also just like generally speaking in my content. I love Pet Shop Boys, and I bought this recently, which is my all-time favorite album by them. I also got another one, but I'm not gonna show that one because this is it for me. But this is their Nightlife album, and I got it yesterday, and I was over the moon because, like I say, this is my all-time favorite album by them. It came out in the 90s, but I can't remember. It was late 90s anyways. I don't want to say just in case I'm wrong, but I have a number in mind. But we have them on the cover. There's a glare, I do apologize. I have my computer in front of me so I can actually see what I'm doing. In regards to sound, because again I can't hear anything. But we have, it might surprise you that I know who's who. I know, that's Neil and that's Chris. In New York City. New York City. I'm joking. If you couldn't tell, that's my favorite song by them. Love it. But it's a very good album. And I personally think that for your own good, sorry, there's not really much I can show at the back because there's not much going on. It's a very boring bag, so there's not much I can show. But I would say For Your Own Good is such a good, like, opener. I don't know what you want, but I can't give it any more. Obsessed. That was so good live. I loved it. Happiness is an option. It's very good. It's very 90s. It kind of reminds me a bit of like PJ and Duncan, like B-sides, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh my god, Radiophonic. Radiophonic is like that bitch for me. Like, I love Radiophonic. And we all know how I feel about New York City Boys, so I'm not gonna talk about that. Vampires is very good. The whole album's very good. So I'm very happy that I own it. Like, I thought about buying it for ages, but because I don't really like buying records online, I left it for a bit. But I was like, I think I need it, so I bought it, and like I cried. I was so excited. Of course, it's in the vinyl cover. So, of course, you should always protect your vinyls. Protect everything. Protect everything in your life. Everything is worthy, especially yourself. Over the Moon. I've had it on repeat multiple times already. I think I should do. I was thinking about doing like a CD collection at some point because I have many CDs. I think I have the same amount of CDs as I do records, and I haven't shown all of my records. I've only shown like half of it. So I think I will at some point because I have a lot. I have full collections of particular artists. So I have the full collections of like Gorillaz, Blur, who else? Not Muse, but I'm halfway through my Muse collection. You know, like just shit like that. And I also own like Kraftwerk, Dusty Springfield, what else? Noel Gallagher, because I'm not like an Oasis fan, but I do like his solo stuff. He's actually kind of talented, I guess. I also have like some bossa nova albums because I like bossa nova. Yeah, I have a lot. So I have some on my bookcase. Excuse you. I have some on my bookcase, and I have some in like a basket. So I might show them at some point. We'll see. But I will do like an updated record collection at some point because I've got some new ones recently, clearly, and there's other ones I haven't shown, like older ones that I got from like family members, like passed down. So I have like Elton John, Electric Light Orchestra. I also have a lot of classical. I have Holst. I have just a bunch. It doesn't really. No point in going on about it, but I have quite a lot. I have Dolly Parton as well, so I will do like an updated version at some point. I'm worried because I've made this really long, and I'm hoping that I can post it successfully because YouTube has this thing where it basically eats my internet when I try and upload something, and I don't live by myself, so I really don't feel like, you know, slowing down the internet for like everyone, but it's whatever. God, that was close. But anything for the tingles, I guess. God, I've been on that for a long time. I do apologize. Anyway, I'm gonna finish here because this is long. I was thinking about doing another like mic scratching video, but I don't know yet. I think I'm gonna buy a fluffy mic cover, maybe. We'll see. But I'm gonna edit this tonight, or I'm gonna try to. If it decides to work with me, because it doesn't sometimes. But yes, maybe this relaxed you, maybe it didn't, maybe you were invested in, you know, my autistic chattering. Do you know, actually it's really good that I've stopped it now, or I'm stopping now because I think my neighbours have just started hammering, and it's like 8 o'clock at night, so I don't know what the fuck that's about, but anyway, can you not? What the hell? Anyway, good that I'm finishing up then, I suppose. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this up quickly so you don't have to listen to that. Anyway, so